Hey Elevator, and welcome back to this meditation practice where we'll be guiding you through a mantra meditation. This mantra meditation was inspired by a beautiful soul that we met at a spoon bending class that Chris and I attended recently. We went to this class and one of the first questions she asked was, do you believe that you will bend the spoon? I do, I absolutely do. I know that our belief sets the reality, so I believe I'm gonna bend this spoon. Well, the older lady that was sitting behind me was like, I don't know if I can do it. I don't think I can do it. And she had this kind of piss poor attitude right from the beginning, which led to a questionable experience for her. And about halfway through the class, she started crying because she got very frustrated that she wasn't able to bend her spoon. A lot of this boiled down to the mindset that she had, and we as a group collectively held space for her. We breathed, she was guided through some relaxation techniques, but ultimately what got her to bend that spoon was one simple mantra, and we're gonna share that with you today.
Yeah, I love this, and it's so incredible that, like Britt said, whatever we believe really does make and distort our reality. And it was crazy how out of everybody in that class, there were a lot of people who weren't sure. We're at a class to bend spoons. The instructor is the one with, they've got to hold all the stress and everything. Or the people can, as a person, always give yourself the benefit of the doubt. If you need a mantra to get you inspired, to get you just gunning, believing in yourself again, this is going to be the one that helped. Because I will tell you, when she came back in that room and when she bent that spoon, she was a different human being. And it took her saying to herself one thing over and over again, and she ended up absolutely crushing it.
Okay, so that powerful mantra that totally changed the game for her, literally I'm telling you, we sat and did deep breathing for probably 10 plus minutes of her saying, I don't feel any better. I don't feel any more calm. I don't feel better. And when she was given this mantra, it was the game changer. So what we're gonna be saying to ourselves today to totally flip the script on that inner mean girl when we're feeling like we're not good enough or not strong enough or not capable, we're gonna use this simple yet very powerful mantra. I'm a fucking bad bitch. When the 60 plus year old sweet teacher came back in, and she's not, you hear me say it and you're like, yeah, that's Brittany, ha ha ha. But when this sweet, gentle, older grandma style lady came in who was hosting the class, comes in and she had the spoon bent and she held it up for the class, everyone was like, oh my God, yes, how'd you do it? Like, what's the deal? She said, I just had her say, I'm a bad bitch. And that was it. It sent us all into laughter. We were all rolling, but we embodied that attitude, and that was the momentum from that point on for the rest of the class.
Totally changed it all up. This is why I love mantras so much, is because for one, they're really simple, but two, because when your brain grabs onto it, and it's not the first time. I guarantee you that the first time she said it to herself, she didn't feel a thing. But after you've repeated it enough times, and after you start to feel it, once those words turn into the emotions, you feel like you can do anything. So the purpose of this specific mantra is for you to feel like you can do anything. So repeat that back to yourself. Let Britt guide through us just a little bit.
I want to hear you say it.
No, go for it.
So I want you to just go internally, maybe imagine looking in the mirror at yourself, like that perfect, evolved, successful version of yourself. I want you to look in that mirror in your mind and just say to yourself, I'm a bad bitch. Like, I'm a bad bitch. Like, I'm a bad bitch, man. I can do this. I want you to just start with what feels comfortable, maybe what feels uncomfortable, and then slowly raise your energy, raise the tone, raise the intensity. I'm a fucking bad bitch. It just feels so good to be able to bring that energy up. And if you've been someone who's been repeating a negative mantra your whole life, like I'm stupid, I'm weak, I'm not capable, I'm ugly, I'm blah, 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 then you're gonna feel that level of energy too. And you're gonna have to start breaking that way that you speak to yourself.
Yeah, one of the things that I really like to do, you may have heard this before, is that whenever I walk into a room, I like to imagine there's a big band behind me and I've got these doves in my jacket. And as soon as I open up the door, boom, these doves fly out, they've got the huge band. So when I walk into a room, I'm not like, well, I'm not sure how these people will receive me. They're gonna receive me really well. I've got a marching band behind me. I got doves coming out.
Fireworks.
So using this kind of thing before you go into something, so it's not just something you wanna always do when you're at home sitting down and the next thing you're gonna do is laundry. Because you don't really need that kind of motivation to do, well, hopefully you don't, to do laundry. Maybe you do. If you do use that. But the second that you're gonna go into a place, maybe to a job interview, maybe you're gonna meet somebody for the first time, maybe you're gonna present in front of people and you've never done that before, or maybe you're going to just knock it out of the park with something. Imagine yourself repeating this, and then notice how different you would feel with that being the last thought that you thought. The very last thing going through your head is gonna be like, yes, I've got this, I've got power in me. It's such a different way to be. We're always talking about using meditation to be able to control the mind in some degree. We can indirectly do that by getting ourselves internally excited and pumped. You don't need to be able to scream, but if you're in like a car like that by yourself before you go in somewhere, hell yeah. If you're in the elevator riding up to something, be repeating that in your head, even with somebody next to you.
I would say that level of intensity is happening inside my mind just as much as it is externally and audibly.
Yeah, this is something really incredible to do. Do not skip out on this kind of mantra meditation. Use something like this and try it out. Definitely try it out when you're in public, because that is where you're really going to notice it. And stand how you'd stand if you're a badass. Speak how you'd speak, and notice the difference. And you can pick up this energy anytime you want. It's always right there. That badass energy is always sitting right there in your pocket. All you have to do is call on it with the really powerful words, I am. The second that you launch into that I am, you're in a totally different realm of being. So grab onto that and use this and go out there and grab that life, grab it by the horns. This is one of those things like, let's go.
Let's fucking go. So whether you want to use the I am a bad bitch, or maybe just I am a badass if you're more on the masculine side, I think whatever feels called, like you feel drawn to, but that will help motivate and energize you and put you in that next level confidence, this is gonna be the mantra for you to use. So practice elevating and lifting your chest high. We call it chi-chi's up, shoulders back, chest high, feeling confident and walking into every room like you are fucking owning it with love and not necessarily your ego. There's a big difference here. And so when you feel confident, when you feel lit up, you no longer rely on needing that validation from anyone else. Let us know how you enjoyed this powerful mantra meditation in the comments below. And until then, we'll catch you soon.
Peace.